Love them or hate them, every PlayStation game has them. Trophies. Those little virtual achievements that you unlock for performing certain tasks within games. Now, some are simple story-based progression trophies, while others can be tied to collectibles or kills with certain weapons and so on. But one thing you can guarantee with pretty much every trophy list is that they always contain that one bullshit PlayStation trophy. Resident Evil 2 Remake's trophy list is a pretty decent one, to be honest, and while it's not as fun as the original Resident Evil Remake's list, there are still a few enjoyable trophies that encourage you to play the game in different ways. However, for me, there is one easy but bullshit trophy in the list, and that is the A Small Carbon Footprint trophy. This silver trophy requires you to complete the game having taken 14,000 steps or less throughout the entire game. Yes, you heard me right. This game is now going to count every fucking step my little virtual character takes throughout this slow survival horror title. How fucking dumb is that? The trophy is like having a Fitbit on your arm and tracking how many steps you bloody take each day. If I wanted to exercise, I'd fucking do it for real, for Christ's sake. Well, I guess that's how Claire stays in shape at least. Unlike her brother Chris, who just uses steroids and punches boulders to get in shape. Anyway, it's time to ditch that bike and start walking Claire Bear. So off she goes, stepping through the game in as little steps as possible. Now, on my first playthrough, I was at around the mid 20,000 steps as I finished it, as I didn't really know where to go, and I was moving from safe room to safe room, avoiding Mr. X, and doing a lot of backtracking to find items that I needed. So this is definitely a speedrun type trophy. However, what makes it bullshit is that the game already has trophies tied to speedrunning in form of the S rank trophies, which are all based on the playtime in order to get the S rank, which is then an extension of the steps you take. You know, because the less steps you take, the quicker you're completing it. So there's no point in having another trophy about completing it quickly, is there, Capcom? Ugh. It's a case of a trophy being made redundant by several other trophies on the list, and I think they could have put a much better one in its place. It's just an absolute waste of a trophy, especially a silver one, and being based around steps taken. It's not even that interesting, and one that you would just get naturally anyway. So, you play through the game, conscious of every step you take, every move you make, and initially you'll have no idea of how many you've taken. I got through the police station quite quick there, but I have no idea of how many steps I actually took. The game should show you, right? That's because the game decides to bury the step counter within multiple menu screens, so it's awkward to keep a fucking track of the steps you take. My friends playing this game weren't even aware that there was a counter and just did it blindly, while I only stumbled across it by pure luck just browsing through the menus. Way to go, Capcom. Way to fucking go. Even worse than the dodgy hidden counter is what the game actually counts as a step. If you aim your gun and turn on a spot, that also seems to count as a step sometimes. Fall over and animate getting back up, well, that's more steps taken. Worse still, die and continue playing, well, all the steps you took between the checkpoints when you died are still counted, so you better make sure you don't die too many times during this run, otherwise you may find you've taken one step too many by mistake. Hell, take a few wrong turns and it might even fuck you over. Now, the trophy itself isn't that hard to actually unlock once you've played through a few times, as by then you'll know where to go, what to do, and what the best route to take through the police station is. Yet, it still kind of ruins the experience in a way, as you're just sort of rushing through it.
When I wake up, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I catch right, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets right next to you. And if I heaver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's singing to you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. I'm working, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working out for you. And when the money comes in for the work I do, I'll pass almost every penny on to you. When I come home, oh, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. And if I grow old, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's growing old with you. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. When I'm lonely, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's lonely without you. When I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time when I'm with you. When I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. And when I come home, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who comes back home to you. I'm gonna be the man who's coming home with you.
On the playthrough where I unlocked the trophy, I realised by the end train section on the second run playthroughs, I'd already taken 13,998 steps or so when I actually got to the final Birkin boss on the train. This meant that I then had to stand on the spot and fight him without moving, praying to God that I didn't actually move or get knocked over by him, which would cause me to do another 2 or 3 steps. It was a close call, that's for sure, but I eventually got it, with 2 steps to spare. Anyways, my point is that I just don't see the point in this bullshit trophy. Like I said, there are other S-rank trophies there that already do this speedrun type challenge, so this one just feels kind of like a wasted trophy. In the original Resident Evil, it got you to play the game in multiple different ways. There was the knife only playthrough, there was the invisible enemy playthrough, there was then the speedrun playthroughs and the never healing playthroughs, yet this game just ignores those and goes with this stupid steps trophy. There's just no point. And that is why a small carbon footprint trophy in the Resident Evil 2 remake gets a bullshit rating of...
Bullshit. Bullshit.